all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dancing to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Stay with your man. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Jannard Avery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Just keeping the play alive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Run.
They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
My 40, check. Hey, seam 6.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Hurry!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 29, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable here for Callaway. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. $15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield down. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. And incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. The quick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had gained really good yards. But that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 85 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Good. 180. Watch the slant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Mayfield off the play fake. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. First down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. 25 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing is Jackson, and he fires one incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. 3rd and goal, Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Handoff comes to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Check Mike, 27. Check Mike, 27.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A give, this is Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Ready. 53. Check 53. Okay on this defense. Mike, 53. 53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Switch. Check 13. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. 3rd down here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check four.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. Only got